Just a little review. We need to, I mean, as far as action goes, we need to know who our representatives and our senators are, the state, so that we can influence them. And as far as that goes, Barb did meet with Larry Ahern this week, and she gave him the pamphlet, the handbook, you know, that I had the other day, that you can print off.
Yeah.
And you got a little one, yeah. And so that's good. He's bought the book and he's reading the book, if I remember right. And so that's a good sign. Section 1, the 17th Amendment is hereby repealed. All senators shall be chosen by their state legislatures as prescribed in Article 1. This amendment shall not be so construed as to affect the term of any senator chosen before it becomes valid as part of the Constitution. Section 3, when vacancies occur in the representation of any state in the Senate for more than 90 days, the governor of the state shall appoint an individual to fill the vacancy for the remainder of the term. And Section 4, a senator may be removed from office by a 2/3 vote of the state legislature. And when it says the 17th Amendment is hereby repealed, that was when, in the early 1900s, when they changed from the legislature selecting the senators, everybody knows that, to where we had a direct election of the senators. Okay? And he does a pretty good description in here of why they did that, because the people already have their representatives in the House. It stands to reason the states should have some influence in that. But if you directly elect the senators and directly elect the House, then the state, when something comes up as outrageous as, say, Obamacare or some of the other stuff that happens, then there's really no recourse, because the senators don't listen to the states anymore. I mean, if Rubio, if we would have had the legislature select it, like here, and have the option of pulling back the senators, then McCain would probably be back, because they've already got people back in Arizona that have, one district, I think, voted, I don't know, it's sort of like a no confidence vote in him. I read it a couple of weeks ago. And of course, when Rubio went there and did exactly the opposite of what he did on that immigration plan, they could have pulled him back. So it would give the states a lot more influence, and the lobbyists maybe a little less influence, because
I think the way he explained it was it gives it makes the senator a lot more loyal to the state. Therefore, he has to work for the state and not because he's elected, he tends to work for the lobbyists.
whoever gives him the money, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if the state's responsible for putting him there, then
they can say, you know what, you're done, you're fired. We're going to put this guy in place.
Right. So he's going to be listening to them more than he will whoever's giving him the money.
And it's really much more in line what the founders originally intended.
That's exactly what they intended.
They really deliberated for a long time how to divide between the House and the Senate, how it would be put together and elected. And they purposely didn't want to have the Senate to be elected the same way as the House by the people, because then there was no stopping and no balancing between the two. And it also, of course, took away from the states. The old thing that the states really make the federal government, not the other way around.